Hi, this is Christine with Ziedman Development. Today I'd like to show you how in Salsa Engage as a data source you can select specific payment processors so that you can keep those payments separate by batch. So I'm going to show you this from the data source settings where you can select authentication. You also will see this screen the first time you log in to Salsa Engage before you've added an API key, but this is how you can get to it at any point in time. So I've clicked on Salsa Engage. I click on data source settings and I'm going to click on authentication settings. You can see here that I do have my API key mapped. You will need to do that when you authenticate the first time or if there's any issues. And then there's also a second tab here that says payment processors. So you can see I have just typed in some sample data of the names of my payment processors. However, you would have actual names for your payment processors, and those would need to be mapped here. You can come back to this at any time and add them. So if you get a new payment processor, you would simply go to the data source settings, click on authentication settings, and click on the tab and add your payment processors as needed. Once those payment processors are added, go ahead and click OK there. We can either click on data source criteria, or we could click on our data source and then click start. That also does bring up the data source criteria. So from this point you can see we would select our activity type, we would select our activity dates, and then we can select our payment processor. So for example, if you wanted to work with fundraising one-time gifts from the last time we opened this and payment processor 1, we would pick just payment processor 1. You could pick payment processor all. So if your one-time gifts all have the same processor, but your peer-to-peer gifts don't. You can choose this based off of which tab you're working on, which activity type you're working on, and what you need. I hope that helps you understand how this works within Importacular, Salsa Engage, and Razor's Edge so you can get all of those payment processors in the correct batch. Thanks so much and have a great day.